shootout he was in. Okay? But there was no reason to help him there. Okay? But if you're in dire trouble, you can give that sign. And that sign is very simple. You raise your hands 3 times, saying, "O Lord, my God, is there no help for the widow's son?" You do that 3 times. Raise your hand. I'll explain to you later what the widow's son means. Okay? There are hand grips for each degree. That means 32nd and then Shriners. There is a password for every degree. There's also certain ways that you stand before the altar for every degree. Okay. Also, it is forbidden to give the teachings of one degree that you're taking to someone at a lower degree below you. In other words, you cannot communicate what's given to you in the 3rd degree to someone that only has gone to the 2nd degree. Or you cannot do that if someone, you cannot communicate what's in the 32nd degree to someone who is in the 25th degree. Understand? That is absolutely forbidden. You'll be thrown out. Okay? So, this afternoon and this morning, also I'm going to explain to you what Freemasonry really is, where it really comes from, and why it is not a Christian organization. It does not pass the test for the marks of a cult. Okay? And tomorrow evening I'll talk to you about the marks of a cult, how to recognize an organization. And I'll tell you something, this is most important today because we join all kinds of organizations nowadays. Many Christian people join these organizations very blindly. They don't test these organizations. And I'll show you how to do it. Okay? And the same test applied to Freemasonry definitely puts it into the occultic and cultic areas. Nothing to do with Freemasonry. And they say that themselves in their writings. Okay? So really, what we're getting into is spiritual warfare. That's what we're getting into. Okay? We all know that the high profile of the Masonic order is social acceptance, its good works of the Shriners and the prominent people that belong as members. In the secular world, it is a fraternity to which many people seek membership. Okay? The question that should be asked is this: how does God look at this organization in the light of the Scriptures? And would He want you to take oaths binding yourself to Freemasonry? That's the question. How does God look upon it? I don't care how man looks upon it. But how does God look upon it? And I'll tell you something. I had to make a big switch in my life. Because I was in that organization for 28 years and I sold it everywhere I went. And I initiated many people into it. Okay? As a worshipful master of the lodge. And partook in many initiations. And then I had to say, whoa, what was I doing? What did I do? You know? Freemasonry claims that the Holy Bible is a part of the furniture of the lodge and is one of its great lights, together with the square compass. The Holy Bible always lies open on the Masonic lodge when the lodge is in session. In other words, if this is the Masonic altar here, then the Bible will be open upon it and the square compass will lie on it all the time. lodge is in session. The reason for that is because of a superstition. Okay, and here's what they say. They say that the Bible radiates light into the room. And when the Bible is open on the altar in the Masonic Lodge, the lodge is in light. And when it's closed, the lodge is in darkness. But I'll tell you, its view of the Holy Bible, you will find out later. By close examination of Freemasonry and the Holy Bible, the situation that comes into focus is that the Holy Bible actually condemns the teachings of Freemasonry, even though it is placed in the Masonic altar. It's a contradiction. And this is what fools a lot of people. They think because the Bible is on the altar, this has got to be an organization that is compatible with Christianity. Do you know that the Holy Bible can be used as a tool for deception? Satan uses it for that purpose. To deceive you. Okay? You know, take a look. You got the Jehovah's Witnesses who walk into your door with the Bible, and then later on they'll tell you, oh, you know, there's a better version of it, the New World Translation. They're a reworked Bible. Okay, you have the Mormon missionaries come to your door with the Bible and the Book of Mormon. Okay? So don't be fooled by it. Just because there's a Bible on the altar doesn't mean nothing. Many organizations carry the Bible but do not follow its teachings, such as the Mormons, Jehovah's Witnesses, Unity Church of Christianity, Christian Science, and of course Freemasonry. Those organizations redefine biblical terms and then use the Holy Bible as a cover-up in an attempt to conceal the true philosophy. You see, Christianity claims to be a Christian Freemasonry claims to be an organization compatible with Christianity, but it does have a second agenda. Every secret organization has two agendas. One agenda for the general membership, and one agenda for their hierarchy. The agenda for that the hierarchy have is the true agenda of that organization. The rest of it is all a ruse. Okay? Can a Christian who accepts the Holy Bible as the only true revelation of God to man really stay on as a member of the Masonic Lodge if the truth about Freemasonry is pointed out to him? That's the question. The teachings of Freemasonry are in direct opposition to the Holy Bible. Many cults carry the Bible, but claim that the biblical account is incomplete, okay? And that there is a higher revelation from another source. Extra biblical revelation, first and foremost sign of a cult. Period. It's like the spots on leopard. Okay? This higher revelation exists in Freemasonry, and this extra biblical revelation is the taproot of every cult. This presentation of my research is not an attack on any person, least of all on a fellow Christian. There are Christian brothers who have a deep concern for their Masonic Christian brothers. This concern is not of a spirit of condemnation, but of a spirit of deep brotherly concern in Christian love for a fellow believer. The purpose of my presentation is to show a fellow believer the deception of the Masonic organization. It is possible for a person to be sincere and yet be utterly and totally deceived. Okay? And this as you can see when you talk to members of the Mormons or the Jehovah's Witnesses, these people are as sincere as ever. And you cannot question the sincerity of a Mason either. Okay? But as a fellow believer, I have a deep concern for Christian believers who are being deceived by the religion of Freemasonry. And this situation must be addressed by a close examination of the teachings of Freemasonry. Sure. Okay. So the next section is a section that provides